this was a man who, frankly, looked exhausted, exacerbated, and quite frustrated with the way that things are currently going.
I mean, I got a sense of sort of simmering fury, a real anger, which he was kind of keeping a lid on. I don't know if you got whether you go that far, Yalda, but he certainly seemed pretty angry about things, and as well he might, I suppose, the way things are going. Because since Alaska, Putin has been emboldened. He's strutting the world stage, and in a military sense, he's become much more emboldened. He's attacked Poland with drones, or he's certainly flown drones into Polish airspace over the weekend. He sent drones into Romania, and he's now attacked the government headquarters that you were able to look around with him. I mean, I don't know, from your point of view, how angry is he? And was there a sense as to exactly why he was doing this now, do you think, when either during the interview or afterwards?
Yeah, Dom, I met with him about 12 hours after that blow up, the bust up at the White House, where we very publicly saw this conflict being litigated by both the US administration, Donald Trump, JD Vance, and the Ukrainian president in front of the world's media. And since then, at that time when we met, he was quite shell shocked. And I think then at that point, his main focus, and based on the advice he was getting from European leaders and the circle around him, was to rectify that relationship with Donald Trump, because Donald Trump, wants to feel as though Volodymyr Zelenskyy is grateful for the support that he's getting. He signed that minerals deal, which meant that Donald Trump felt more invested and that like he was getting something for his investment of return. And then, of course, Alaska happened. And I asked him very frankly, did you believe that Alaska was a mistake? And he was sort of fell short of saying, yes, I do think it was a mistake. But he did say, rolling out of the red carpet, giving Vladimir Putin exactly what he wanted, which was that meeting with the American president, getting that photo op, de-isolating him. He said he hasn't paid at all for what he's done. And he was very firm in saying he started this war. He almost said it as slowly as that. In many ways, almost pushing back on this accusation from Donald Trump that somehow Volodymyr Zelenskyy has started this war. And he said, rather than punishing this guy, we've brought him back onto the world stage, which is exactly what Donald Trump, which is exactly what Vladimir Putin wants. And I said to him, well, where do you think this might go now? And he said, well, the message I have, for Donald Trump is that they need to impose these sanctions. They need to give us more weapons. They need to empower us. They need to be tougher with the Russians. And frankly, I think he's saying this because he knows that they're all talking the talk, but frankly, they're not walking the walk.